Howdy, folks. My name is Marble, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Ray, and my pronouns are he, him.
And I'm Jupiter, and my pronouns are she, they. And welcome back to Deck of Friendship. Oh, it's time to log in. I almost forgot to say that again.
Pew.
And Joy, you are currently the most logged in you've ever been.
I am maximum logged in right now.
You're living in the database.
I am living in the database. Whoa.
Sorry, ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Is this the first podcast partially recorded in VR?
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably, but maybe only because nobody thought to do it. Because there's no good reason to.
But we are gonna go down in history.
Yes, I would like to explain what I am looking at here. So, we just watched episode 12 of our favorite show, Log Horizon, our favoriteest anime, and everybody in this call agrees with that. No dispute. Basically, I wanted to get the full Log Horizon experience. So I watched the episode with a home theater setup in VR. So I have my VR headset on and I watched it like I was sitting in a theater. And now I opened Audacity on said home theater screen, and I'm now recording a podcast while looking at the wiki on my screen. And I am, in fact, recording a podcast in VR.
So you're recording in the database,
I'm recording in the database, whoa!
Now, I have a very important question that I just need to know.
Yes, please.
How was the Log Horizon experience in a theater setting, right? Because you don't normally get to watch anime in a I mean, nobody should be going to a theater right now, but you especially don't get to like see anime.
I got to see the Code Geass movie in a theater. It was fine.
Just like a random anime episode? That doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen.
How was it?
It was all right. Here's the thing. I feel like when you go to the theater, you expect to sit down and watch a movie, and this episode just felt like it was 5 minutes long.
Yeah,
it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's a real big, we need to get to the next plot point episode.
Yeah, I will notice that on the wiki, so right now, this couple of episodes that we're on are, like, part of an arc. And it says, in the wiki, like, this episode, The Forest of Ariana Grande, covers Game's End Part 1, Chapter 2, which just hearing that is just like, yeah, I get it. This definitely feels like just like a short filler manga book. Like, nothing happens in this episode.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's the sort of thing that you're like the intended experience of this part of the story is to be like read in your like school library during lunchtime.
Yeah.
Like, that is the intended setting.
Yeah.
But in, a home theater experience in the database, I don't know.
Yeah, it was a little lackluster. I mean, the content of the episode was surprisingly fine. Nothing really bad happened, which is saying something.
Yeah.
I think something that we're realizing is that when this show doesn't have anything bad in it, what's left is pretty boring.
I like some of the political stuff, except for when Shiro invented capitalism. But like, it's not devoid of interesting things. But episodes like this, I mean, they didn't say anything or do anything. It was just like, hey, look, Shiro's playing DDR.
Yeah, that's about it. Shiro's playing DDR. Minori's trying to have confidence in a dungeon. That's about the whole thing we get.
That's about it. I'm just concerned that this show is going to continue to not have anything happen. Because nothing really happened last episode either, if we're honest.
Yeah.
What was last? Oh, I see. Yeah, no, honestly, this arc is a little slow.
That's messed up.
Oh, no.
But
I demand to be constantly exhilarated by the things I watch.
Okay, I was about to scream really loudly to exhilarate you, but I'm not going to do that for the sake of the podcast.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Here's how I'm going to increase your exhilaration meter.
Mm-hmm.
You ever think about how much you love your friends and then your heart palpitates?
Yes?
I mean, yes, but okay, no, how do we define what goals are we trying to achieve when we're trying to exhilarate specifically? Because I think what you're talking about is just, like, love.
It's like regular hyperventilation.
Right,
which I do all the time.
So you want me to say something that's going to make you start hyperventilating? I refuse to do that.
Yeah, because literally you could bring up, like, most of the things that have happened this year.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do that.
Well, but here's what I'm saying is that I feel like the word exhilarating implies, like, doing a sick but mostly safe and responsible jump on a motorcycle. Like, it's still dangerous and cool, but, like, there are safety precautions.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like a step below thrilling, I think, is exhilarating.
Okay. You know what the most exhilarating thing in this episode was? I'm trying really hard to pick up these pieces.
The fact that it felt the need to have an extended examination of the word exhilarating because we're desperate for things to talk about in this episode.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There are things that I think are important to talk about in this episode. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. I will say, y'all want to talk about exhilarating? I am currently floating in a void of space, and a giant screen has appeared before me containing only the Log Horizon wiki.
Isn't that just like, I don't know, the plot of Gravity?
Imagine you are Sandra Bullock floating out in space. You are, lost. Your humanity is far away, and then you're just in the middle of the blackness of space, and then a little screen just comes out.
Oh, I'm not talking about a little screen. This is taking up most of my vision.
I mean, little in terms of, like, relative to space, I meant.
Relative to space. Yes.
Relative to space, the screen is
small. Space is a little bit bigger than this Log Horizon wiki.
This page is particularly small.
Yeah, but just imagine if you're Sandra Bullock in space, and then all of a sudden a screen appears in front of you with the Log Horizon wiki on episode 12.
Wow, bad ending.
Wow,
oh, I'm so sorry, Sandra.
I mean, we all three of us, we went to the pre-release footage of Gravity before the movie came out, and that was the true ending, but they changed it after because it wasn't very popular.
Oh, they changed it to the ending of the current Gravity, which is
yes. Mm-hmm.
Hi, welcome to Mini Mock Footage. Sandra Bullock does turn into an entire planet and then decides to crash into humanity.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is a much better ending.
That's a good ending. And then everybody says thank you, Sandra Bullock, as they start dying off in the atmosphere because two planets are colliding.
Could you imagine if movies had like different classes of ending like games do?
That's just R.L. Stine's Choose Your Own Adventure book.
A Choose Your Own Adventure movie. God, I want that.
That exists. There is a Choose Your Own Adventure movie.
Oh?
Bandersnatch. Yeah. That's the Black Mirror one, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
When Bandersnatch came out, me and my friends just like went through every single choice just to see everything and how everything happens.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
I forgot, every time I think about Bandersnatch, I think about Sandra Bullock, because I somehow conflate Bandersnatch and Bird Box together.
How did this come back to Sandra Bullock again?
You're welcome.
In a different way.
Hi, do you want me to start talking about Miss Congeniality as well?
I mean, I guess so. Like,
one of my favorite movies, and I haven't watched it in about 10 years. What is this podcast? What is my energy?
Welcome to Bullock Cast.
Well, Sandra Cast. What is she casting? Fireball, because she's a mage.
Okay, but what if Sandra Bullock was in the world of Log Horizon?
Definitely a sorcerer. Just like Rundle House Code. Did you know that sorcerers can do magic attacks? We learned that in this episode, everybody.
Oh, right, yeah. You're right.
Magic DPS exists.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Rundle House does more magic than Shiro ever does.
It's true, because Shiro just, like, squints at his enemies and then they die because Akatsuki does assassinate.
Rundle House knows spells. Like we were, kind of dissing on Rundle House, but you know what? He kind of kicked a little butt this episode.
Yeah, he's got Orb of Lava.
I thought it was like form of lava,
Shape of You.
like the Wonder Kids. What are they called?
The Wonder Twins.
Wonder Twins. I was close.
Tate and Liza.
Tate and Liza from Pokemon again.
Asuka and Desna.
Yeah. Hey, Joy.
Yes?
I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Somebody do
I'm
this
sorry.
podcast.
I feel like I can't contribute because I don't know anything about pop culture in any way.
And somehow I am the most pop culture reference here.
I'm sorry. I swear I've been like waiting to contribute. I'm like, okay. All right, I got this.
I said Asuka and Desna. I said Tate and Liza.
Eska and Desna. Wait, those are the Korra characters, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I could have contributed there, but I forgot because season 2 does not stay in my brain. I've banished it from my mind.
Can I be real with you? I've not seen a single Sandra Bullock performance in my life, I don't think.
Watch Legend of Korra. It's the best one.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite depiction of Sandra Bullock. She's a really good earthbender in that one.
Yeah, it's not like she isn't playing a character, she's playing Sandra Bullock, but in the world of Avatar.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's a moving performance, you know. I mean, like, I never watched all of Korra.
What is happening?
I don't know.
I don't know.
If you want my excuse, it's I've been running on 7 days of work straight while I finish off my tenure at my job.
If you want my excuse, I'm looking at some really cool stars. Some constellation. Some nebulas. They're pretty cool.
Oh, I love Nebula, played by Sandra Bullock.
Oh my god, that's fake. Tell me that's fake.
Yeah, no, that's
okay.
fake.
I don't know where the bit ends and the real life begins.
My entire life is a bit. Jupiter, what's your excuse?
Did you know that Sandra Bullock is allergic to horses?
I did. That's why they had to get rid of all the horses in Bird Box.
I've never even seen the movie where they reveal that, and I know it's true. She just seems the type.
Here's the thing, is that I did some Googling and I found a article on a website, 10 biggest facts about Sandra Bullock that even her biggest fans might not know. And I'm wondering, I just, wanted to poll everybody. Obviously, in our audience, we have a lot of Sandra Bullock fans. We're all big Sandra heads.
Of course.
I just wanted to know if, do a quick poll. Did you know that Sandra Bullock was allergic to horses? That's number 6.
No, because
I did not.
I am actually Sandra Bullock's smallest fan, both in terms of size and commitment to her work.
I respect that.
Wow. Did you know that Sandra Bullock hates musicals?
I did know that one, actually.
Here's the thing, is that, I like the medium of musicals, but, every time I see a modern musical, I, understand more and more why people don't like them.
Yeah, they're a rough time. I just like hearing good music from people who have talent, at least.
I just like Frozen 2.
Honestly, I'm sort of embarrassed. Because I was in, theater when I was in high school, mostly because it was an easy class and the one with the teacher that I liked the best.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. But I wasn't that involved. Although I did play a dog in a musical once.
Did you win?
Yeah, I was a main character, fully a main character. It was actually
yeah.
It was actually,
woof, am I right?
There was okay. So I played a dog who it was named Stray Ray, but did not have. This was supposed to be a story about how I listened to Hamilton a lot and regret it now, but instead it's a story about this. I played a dog in a musical in high school named Stray Ray.
Okay.
Additionally, he had a song about wanting to eat a lot of food, which I really appreciated.
Okay.
And my favorite moment that of the performance was there was this whole thing where in order to transition to another scene, we had to like get on this bus prop that like we made as a theater department. It was actually pretty cool. But I, for the life of me, could not remember my line, and me and the other lead were just sort of like standing on stage, like looking at each other like, how do we get, And then I was just like, all right, let's get on the bus. And that's how we closed the scene.
I was in a play, just like, it wasn't a musical, it was just a regular play in like elementary school. I don't remember anything about it or what it was about, but I remember that like there was a part of the play where I like say my line and then like slowly close a book, which was represented by a binder I was holding, like a 3-ring binder. And I said my line, and I didn't realize, because like here's the thing is that like we had rehearsed it a ton, and I like nailed it every time. And then we got to the show, and I was a little nervous. I was like 2 years old or something, I don't know. And we got to that part, and I said my line, and I forgot to close the book, and like the entire play just stopped.
Oh no!
I don't understand. Like they really needed me to close that book, I guess. Like it was their cue or something, because like I don't know. I understand that it was my duty to do that. It was important that I did that. However, it never sank into me that the entire play wouldn't happen if I didn't close the book.
No one told you.
I can't imagine the butterfly effect of like what is this world like if you don't close this book?
Yeah, the play just stops. Well, basically after like 5 seconds, somebody was like, close your book. And I closed the book. And then the play kept going. And I'm like,
what?
Why was that the reason the play stopped? Like, I didn't forget any lines. Like, we could have just kept rolling.
Yeah.
It was like the inciting event of the rest of the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hey,
I also want to say that
why don't you go finish your thought?
Oh, okay. My thought was, when you brought up Hamilton, I was just thinking to myself that like I was driving home from Penny's yesterday. It's like a 10-hour drive. Mm-hmm. I was listening to the same song over and over because I had just heard it for the first time, and I was like, this slaps. I want to memorize it. Then I realized I was having like the worst time remembering the lyrics to the song that I kept listening to over and over. And I used to be good at memorization, like just in general. Like I was really good at like taking tests in school because of that. I used to be really good at memorization. I'm like, am I just not good at that anymore? And then I remembered that like I have probably memorized all of Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a good thing. It's not like I actively tried to. I just listened to it so much. And also, it's kind of just one of those things that's like tainted for me, and I don't want to go back to it ever. But my brain has all of the lyrics. It's just hanging on to them.
Same.
I can't learn any new songs until I push Hamilton out. I can't learn them.
We need to purge Hamilton from our brains, because at any moment, if like the dun 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 dun, if that starts, it's just gone. Like I'm going.
No, I'm already starting.
Yeah, no, you said that, and my brain immediately filled with Hamilton lyrics. See, here's what needs to happen. I'm going to Eternal Sunshine the Spotless Mind my brain to forget Hamilton.
Me too. Is there a line?
What?
Is there a line to the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind place?
I hope not. I know that like Jim Carrey was in line a few years ago.
Yeah. Jim Carrey and Jim Carrey and Jim
Carrey, and then the unthinkable happened.
Hey Ray, do you have any stories about stopping a musical accidentally? Because me and Joy both have one.
No, mine wasn't a musical.
It's fine. All plays and musicals are the same. One just has more singing.
You're right.
I wasn't in theater growing up, and that was the biggest mistake that the universe ever gave me.
Yeah, I would have been severely nerfed if I was a theater kid. Like, I'm glad that I this is the first time I'm going to say this and actually feel it. I'm kind of glad I was a band kid, you know? because like it wasn't great. It kind of sucked, but I wasn't a theater kid.
Yeah. I would have been nerfed and too powerful at the same time if I was a theater kid.
Yeah, I think, like, you know, the only reason why I didn't accidentally sink into becoming a theater kid was, A, anxiety, and B, I was too committed on being a dropout without actually dropping out was sort of my vibe in high school.
We just didn't have a very good theater program, and also, I convinced myself that I wasn't talented as a child, so...
Aww.
But Ray, you're the most talented.
Yeah, you're so talented, Ray.
You could do a backflip if you wanted to.
I just did a backflip.
Wow.
Cool backflip.
It was super silent. I put a silencer on my backflip.
Just to make sure we're all on the same page, we're all kind of in agreement here that there's nothing to talk about in the new episode, so we can kind of just keep going.
Yeah, we can just kind of have a... No.
We can, like, maybe... I don't know. There's not really a whole lot. We can maybe breeze through it. At least, like, meet our quota.
I'm just saying it's been 25 minutes and we have done nothing but talk about... I don't know. What have we been talking about?
I enjoy this much more than talking about the episode because I can sum up the episode in 2 minutes.
Hang on, we could sum it up in like 2 to 4 sentences. So this is what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to open up the wiki. I'm going to reread some things. Okay, so as the episode starts, they're in a ballroom at a dance with the NPCs, and they're arguing over who's going to go dance with the NPCs to make them happy.
Don't forget, there's a cold open where they say the dungeons are dungeons.
They say that dungeons are dungeons. The ball happens and they send Shiro to his grave to go dance because he doesn't know how to dance and he doesn't want to, but he's like, okay, fine, I'll do it.
I'm gonna kill Krusty later, but okay.
Yeah, and then he actually does say, I'm gonna kill him or something like that, and it's like, okay, dude, okay.
Yeah, he does.
Henrietta walks up to him on the dance floor and is like, don't you know that I'm a bard? And Shiro's like, what? You've literally never mentioned that ever until this point. And she was like, yeah, nope, I'm a bard for sure. And it turns out the bard skill is to just dance good, and also it turns dancing into a rhythm game, which I personally, I vibe with that. It's good. It's
very good. I honestly, I wish that every time that I went to dance, that it turned into like the Yakuza style dance minigame.
Yeah, I don't know what they are because I haven't played Yakuza, but I that sounds sublime.
But you know what? Actually, I don't need the help. I'm very good at dancing.
I'm not that good at dancing. I wanted to learn, and I kind of learned like a couple things, and then I forgot.
You know what the best part about dancing is, actually? The best part about dancing is that it doesn't matter if you're good or not. You just go. You just totally go. You just vibe. You put your shoulders in it.
Yeah. No, like, I learned that from Joe growing up. Joe and I, if somehow nobody knows that my best friend Joe and I grew up together, we went to school together as high schoolers and beyond, just like Buzz Lightyear and Woody did.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear and Woody went to school together.
I meant the Infinity and Beyond.
They made Monster University. Why don't they make Toy University, the prequel to Toy Story?
What do you mean Monster University doesn't start Buzz and Woody going to college? I have to redo an entire episode of mock footage.
I'm gonna let this continue, actually. Never mind.
Okay, Joe taught me
that
it doesn't matter, dance for yourself, and I heard it.
Dance till you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. But I can't internalize that lesson, so I still don't know how to dance. That's my tragedy for you.
Yeah, what I was talking about is not necessarily, like, not knowing how to dance. Like, I go to clubs with my friends sometimes, or I used to. I used to go to clubs with my friends, and, you know, I would just, like, I would just casually dance. There's a blessing when you go to a club in that, like, you have a drink in your hand, so you don't have to do that much to look like you're dancing.
Yeah, no, honestly, like, God, I'm trying to remember how I dance at clubs now.
I don't remember what the club is like.
It's so funny because I've never been clubbing and I don't find it that interesting to me. But I think it's going to be very fun for everybody when we're finally like able to meet up, because I think a lot of people are going to be surprised that like as a person, every moment of my life I am posing.
I know. I love that.
You're always DTP.
Yeah, and like the way that I move as a human being, like, is I'm almost dancing my way through life as a human being.
That sounds amazing.
Yes, that is amazing. I'm sure I said this on air somewhere before, but I dance unabashedly like a villager from Animal Crossing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What I was going to say though is that, like, you know, I never like took dancing seriously as like, you know, something that I actively wanted to do. But then I was thinking, like, hey, you know, when I go to anime conventions, there's these raves, right? Anime convention raves are a mystery in and of themselves. However, something specific about anime convention raves is that for every like 500 people packed into this tiny room, there's like one person who can just really like go off and do like
go ham, yeah,
crazy like EDM dancing and stuff. And I was like, I could be one of those 500 people, right? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So I started looking up like EDM dancing tutorials. I got really into it for like a week, and then something happened. It turns out there was like this virus thing that like started spreading all over the world and ruining everything. And then I decided that, like, hey, well, I can put a pin in this. It's not like I'm going to be going to an anime convention anytime soon. Although I did just make what I call a convention map for 2021.
Oh.
I am going to go to so many conventions next year. I'm going to make up for so much lost time. I'm going to be so broke. I'm going to spend all my money on going to cons and traveling and staying in hotels.
I was going to spend this year, start going to cons and seeing my friends. Next year, guess what? Guess who's going to cosplay a Heckin' Ike from Fire Emblem and something else I don't remember? It's this kid.
I'll go to your anime conventions, but I'm not going to cosplay. I'll just go and be hot.
It's okay. I don't cosplay that often. Also, good plan. That's what I do at conventions as well.
I mean,
I just go there to be hot, really.
I thought that was a given.
Yeah.
Since this has just become a check-in and life update episode for everybody, I do want to ask, I legit have a question for the both of you, and I have an answer as well.
Sure.
What is the first thing you're gonna do once, like, the first major thing you're gonna do once COVID relief happens and the vaccine happens?
I'm gonna plan a Kings Island trip for me and Penny and a bunch of my local friends.
Aww.
Or really as many as of my friends, online or local, that like want to go
right
there.
Here.
Yeah, I just have really been wanting to go to Kings Island, and I'd love to get like a squad.
Yes.
Depending on who would be interested, I mean, like a huge squad would be fine. I just want to take a bunch of my friends to Kings Island because I want to go to Kings Island.
Overtake Kings Island with your friends.
I've never been to Kings Island with friends. I've only been with family. And some of those memories are good, and some of them...
Yeah.
Jupiter, what I love that. Definitely hit me up when that happens. Jupiter, what are you planning to do?
You know, it's so interesting. As a person, my sort of tendencies have not really changed so much. Because I have never been an extremely outdoors person or social person until like recently. So I think honestly, I am just going to like, you know, fly over to wherever plans are happening. Like I'm just gonna follow somebody else's plans. I'm
in the same boat, kind of. I'm an indoor social person. That's what I would call it. Like I would consider myself pretty social, but I'm not gonna go on a hike with you. I'm sorry.
Oh, here's the thing. I am actually very. I am not secretly a jock out here, but my plans are gonna be, I'm gonna go visit all of my friends
Yeah.
And I might road trip. I'm just gonna road trip to all my friends.
Do it.
And then I'm gonna meet them and hang out with them and get to know them in real life. If you know who you are, you know who you are, and I'm gonna platonically kiss them.
Aw.
Kiss your friends. Kiss your friends. I've been saying it for years. Kiss your friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to meet you. I want to see you again. If I've never... Wait, no, that's backwards.
I want to see you again if I've never met you.
Yeah. That.
Oh, goodness. Yeah,
I'm going to go see I'm going to road trip and see all my friends. That's what I'm going to do. I desperately need that.
I'm so excited because, like, once it's all over, I'm going to definitely end up seeing more people in real life than I have maybe ever in a single year, just because that's never been the kind of person that I am.
Yeah.
But also, ever since I came out as trans, I've been so much more confident. So
heck yeah.
So that definitely changes things. But can I also say that I will go hiking with you, and I'm sorry. I don't love being outdoors in groups anyway, no matter what's going on, but I do love being in the woods.
That's fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
I feel like being in the woods is okay, but I can only take so much. Like, camping is fun if you have a camper. I'm just going to say that. I am not sleeping in a tent. It's not happening.
What? We're not going to do a big camping trip together?
We can. I really love camping, but I love camping in a camper. That's kind of it. I just like it. I love the idea of camping.
Maybe we can like rent a cabin or something.
Yes, rented cabins are awesome. I've only done that once with my family, and it was like the actual best. No to tents. No on all accounts. Tents are not real.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would honestly, I would love to go camping sometime soon. I said I was an indoor social person, but like you can convince me to go camping very easily.
I've never gone camping or hiking, and I am desperately in need of both of those things, and I've been planning it with multiple friend groups now ever since the thought of COVID relief happening.
So elsewhere, the training camp makes their way to Uganda.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. It doesn't matter.
No, okay, wait. There is something I actually really like this setup in the episode where it juxtaposes Henrietta's bard dancing with Isuzu's lute playing while they're at the camp, and they're like, these are what bards do, music.
It takes like 3 or 4 people to explain what bards do.
And I thought that was cute.
Yeah, I feel like Bard would be the most self-explanatory class in an MMO.
Right.
But, I mean, like, it's fair. It's fair. We got to talk about music a lot this episode. Let's see, are there any other important sentences?
I don't...
They go into a dungeon and they die.
The kids go to a dungeon and they're really bad at teamwork.
Rundle House is a...
Rundle Crust is terrible at it, and...
Rundle House is a toxic DPS, that is confirmed.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be... He's a sorcerer. He's supposed to stay at the back. You know, cast his spells.
Yes, that is what Minori said, because she's right.
But what Rundle House actually does, what he actually does, because he was obsessed with being a man.
God, that was gross.
Yeah, it was. It was. I put a lot of stank on that. But yeah, he's one of those anime boys. But anyway, he just sees us up at the front, being like, haha, it's me, Rundle House. Oops, I'm dead.
Yeah, he just... Here's the thing. He's a toxic DPS, but not in like the fun flirty way like me.
No, yeah.
He's toxic DPS, and he is obsessed with having aggro. He should just play a tank.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it, but he should just play a tank if he wants to be in front that bad.
Yeah, I have to, can you do, I have to wonder, is there any way to do class changes in this game?
I would be shocked if there wasn't.
Yeah.
But that's just because I've been playing so much Final Fantasy XIV that, the idea of not being able to change classes in an MMO sounds wild to me. But I know that, Final Fantasy set the standards for a lot of different things in MMOs. So, like, who knows?
Yeah, but when you really break it down, the best MMO is still Toontown.
I wish I played that. Anyways, the best MMO is still Fusion Fall. Rest in peace.
The best MMO is original Maple Story.
The best MMO is... I couldn't think of a joke. Super Mario 64. Everybody go home.
Okay, I'm home.
Yeah, I'm already here.
What do I do?
Yeah.
What do I do home?
Google Maps from home to home. You're there.
All right. Where would you like me to go next?
Do a backflip. Again.
I just did another backflip. Do you want me to take off the silencer or no?
Could you imagine if Google Maps was just like, walk 500 feet, do a backflip, turn left.
Yeah, it's called Google Maps Go. It's all shortened down to Go-Go. Did you get all the new stuff on the Go-Go?
Yeah,
I can't continue this.
Dude, they've put a new backflip point on my commute. I need to get on
backflip on the bus while it's moving.
And then instead of gyms, it's just like groups of people doing backflips together.
Yeah, it senses your phone's gyro to know if you're really doing a backflip.
Oh my, yeah, you have to have like a hip attachment.
That was only 270 degrees rotation. Would you like me to call an ambulance?
After 5 minutes of no response, it calls an ambulance.
Thank goodness.
5 minutes seems like a lot, to be honest.
Hello. Remember, if you are concussed, please do not go to sleep.
No response. Calling an ambulance.
I am calling an ambulance.
Hello, this is ambulance.
Hi, this is Google Assistant.
How can I help you today, Google Assistant?
Please tell me, is your refrigerator running?
No, it is. I better go catch it.
Oh, okay. Well, when you are back, there is an emergency. My client has broken their everything.
Uh-oh, broken their everything. That sounds really bad. I better catch this refrigerator quickly.
Okay, please do. T-T-Y-L. Goodbye.
You never sent me your location. Oh, they hang up.
Okay.
Hung up?
But what about...
I hang up.
What about a Google Assistant with a Ouija board attachment?
I have a Ouija board now. Let's summon demons.
Imagine if the only way you could talk to your Google Assistant is by getting a bunch of friends around and putting your hands on the planchette.
Thank you for using Google Seance.
Google Seance, is there anybody here with us?
Yes, I am here with you.
Oh my god! Somebody's here! What's your name?
Google Assistant.
I wasn't moving it! You were moving! I wasn't moving it! Trisha! Okay.
Oh, God.
Ask if it died in this house. Did you die in this house?
Hello, I can get you the top sales on hair dye now.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I don't know that I can either. I don't even have a place in this bit. Like, I don't have a character.
Sorry, I kind of took that and launched into space, huh?
Oh god, my character that whole time was the kid's mom in the other room laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, I would like to formally apologize for all of that.
I wouldn't.
Why would you apologize?
That bit slapped.
That was a good bit. That was a funny, extremely funny bit.
Anyway, Google Seance will be out next year, 2022.
I mean, they're doing everything else, I guess. Why the heck not?
The party encounters some skeletons, they kill them, but then they encounter more skeletons and they run away, and that's the end of the episode.
That's really it. Like,
Oh, Krusty introduces himself to the princess.
That is a thing that happens. And then it goes dun 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 dun.
And then everybody said that's it?
Yeah, no, I literally was like, it's over already? What?
It's just like, hi, my name's Krusty. Bye.
And that's the episode.
It's really like there's nothing. There's really nothing.
Like I said, this episode is like the first episode in the arc and says, okay, here are your little pieces. Get ready for some drama. Get ready for some gaming.
My favorite part of this episode, honestly, is they're having like the people from Akihabara are having a little like brunch meeting on a balcony in the castle, and they're talking about some stuff or whatever. But we see a shot of somebody, one of the people of the land, on an upper partition or whatever, like listening into the conversation. And you're just like, oh, wow, is this when the NPCs are going to learn some dastardly information? And then it's just somebody in the group saying like, well, we've got to be nice. That's the main priority right now, is that we've got to be nice. And then the guy just walks off.
Wow, it's like the adventurers aren't bad people, and, well, not all of them are bad people or something.
Right, but it's like that, this is like a moment that is framed as if there's going to be like stakes to the story, but there aren't. There aren't any stakes because, like, there's no new information is learned. And then there's even a later scene where that same NPC is, like, in a meeting with some other NPC, and he's just, like, saying that the adventurers are ungrateful. But, like...
That was a different NPC.
I think it was the same one. It looked like the same one, but either way, like, we see this private meeting, and the extent of it is one person saying, these adventurers are ungrateful, and then the other person basically agreeing, but the conclusion is, we need to work with them. So
how?
So I don't think, like, in the last two episodes especially, like, no new stakes have been raised. A couple of new characters have been introduced, but they're all pretty passive. And I don't know, it just doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on.
Yeah. Now, in this day and age, if an anime came out this year and it was like still this chill, then like something would be happening at the end of the season. Like there would be some like shock horror at the end of this coming up. It's like it lures you into a false sense of complacency, and then something wild happens.
Right.
Like School Live.
This anime didn't come out this year. This anime came out a while ago, so I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe it's just chilling out. Maybe it's just vibing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's just an anime.
It like, the more and more we watch this, the more and more I think that this is just a slightly more complicated slice of life anime.
Yeah, it's slice of life with extra steps.
Yeah, it's like, there's even like, you would think like a big priority for everybody would be getting, you know, back to the real world or whatever. We didn't even talk about it last episode, but I think that there was like a little like throwaway line where Shiro said that he was working on it, and like that's the only thing. So it's like everything that seems like it should be important isn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like, I don't.
Take us out of here. Send us home.
Take me home, Log Horizon Road, to the place that isn't here.
You know, this was a extreme, like, normally when our episodes are like off base and weird, they're like extremely chaotic. This was such a different vibe.
This was so chill. We just got to like catch up with each other.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
We did some funny bits. We hung out. We talked about musicals and stuff. This is a good episode.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I liked this one. I liked this episode of our podcast. I like all of the episodes of our podcast, but
This one felt right.
This one did feel right for the time. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, you
Hi.
two.
Hey.
Hey, you two.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
You know,
Hey.
So I have two beautiful friends with me here today.
Oh my god, what are their names?
Ray and Joy. And you know...
I've never met them.
I'm one of those.
You know...
Oh, shoot.
You know what other two things I have in front of me?
Twitch and money.
Two new 5-star iTunes reviews.
Oh my
shoot.
goodness! Two new... What? Can I read one of them?
Yeah, absolutely. I will say one of these is was actually supposed to be read last week, and I didn't remember to say it.
It's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. We'll read it now. This one is by the Roxy Bee. Thank you so much for this review.
Shout out to Roxy. She's one of my mods on Twitch.
Oh,
Epic.
heck yeah. Roxy says, just a ball of fun, and gave us a 5-star rating. This show does a lot with a little, taking a single episode, usually, of an anime, and running with it for as long as their attention spans can handle it. Ooh boy, this episode.
Hell yeah.
It got me to actually watch Yu-Gi-Oh!, which I can now call one of my favorite animes unironically. I may not be watching Log Horizon alongside these fun friends, but their episode descriptions help make me feel like that's totally okay. Overall, Deck of Friendship is a wonderful show that's fun all the way through. Except for fighting Foodons, but that's not really their fault, it's okay. Roxy, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Roxy.
Roxy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, I feel like everything you said is either proven or disproven very hard in this episode specifically.
What are you talking about? Roxy has made the correct decision not watching Log Horizon. I feel like that was our goal.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much for the review.
Thank you so much, Roxy.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We
thank
also
you.
have a 5-star review from Juniper, titled, "My dog also likes to listen." And they wrote, "Want a podcast that will make you and your girlfriend do the cat girl voice at each other?
Look, if you say that for your other friends and coworkers, listen to this one. Do it.
But really, this is a lovely listen if you enjoy anime or just want to listen to 3 friends having a silly time. Even if you don't watch any of the anime or movies they review, it's worth listening for the goofs. They review each anime with sincerity and positivity while also being honest and critical about the stank, because what anime doesn't have at least a little? It's also just great to listen to other queer people just talk and have fun. Joy, Ray, and Jupiter are incredible people and wonderful hosts. Thank you so much, Juniper.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Juniper. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate both of those incredible reviews.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And if you would like to leave us a review, you can do it. You can go to iTunes and you can do it.
You can do it, and you can do it.
Leaving us 5-star ratings on iTunes really helps us out with algorithmic things, but also just having a fun little review that people can see if they go to the page is really helpful. You know, getting people convinced that this is a good show to listen to, I should say.
And I promise it is. I promise.
Yeah, you could leave us a rating on iTunes. It really helps us out. You can also, and I really, really encourage it, sharing the show with your friends. Word of mouth is really the only way that we get out there, outside of, like, you know, us talking in our own circles about
It's
the
the
show.
only way I can leave VR. I'm trapped in the VR, where if you die in VR, you could just take the headset off, but I don't wanna.
Yeah, I'm now realizing, you know, maybe this is why recording podcasts in VR doesn't necessarily make sense, because I actually forgot that you were doing it.
Well, I didn't. I certainly didn't.
How's the plot of Gravity 2 coming along?
This is the most prestigious podcasting achievement that I have right now, is that I'm doing this.
If you tweet at Guinness Book of World Records, I'm pretty sure we'll get the title for this
Yes.
one.
Yeah,
Yes.
first person to podcast in VR.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Asterisk, unless someone else did it already.
But didn't contact Guinness Book of World Records first.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
Right. Yeah, that's the rub. That's the rub right there. Yeah, so yeah, spread the show around. That we really appreciated. Thank you. Yeah. You can find us all on Twitch. Joy is on Twitch at twitch.tv/MarbleCantus.
Hi.
Ray is on Twitch at twitch.tv/LRay13.
Go watch and support my fun streams.
Go watch and support Ray's fun streams.
Go watch and support Ray's fun.
And you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/HellPrincessJupiter. Honestly, truth, it's a lot of Minecraft. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of Minecraft.
Thank you for being honest.
I do other things, but, like, you know, Minecraft is like the bread and butter.
You can make those things in Minecraft.
Can you make butter in Minecraft?
I don't know, but there's cows and milk.
Buttercraft.
Why
Butter.
why isn't there a butter churn in Minecraft? Check us all out. Check us all out on Twitch.
Do it.
You won't regret
You
it.
won't regret it.
We're having a good time, having a good time,
Having a good time, having a good time, having a good time, having a good time.
It's time to log out.
Is it? Oh no, I can log out anytime I like, but I can never leave.
Welcome to Hotel Log Horizon.
Oh no.